Germany is an amazing travel destination with a mix of history, culture, nature, and modern cities. Whether you're into fairy tale castles, lively cities, or scenic countryside, there's something for everyone. Top cities to visit. Berlin, the capital city, is packed with history, including the Brandenburg Gate, Berlin Wall, and the famous Museum Island. It's also known for its vibrant nightlife and arts scene. Munich, the heart of Bavaria, famous for Oktoberfest, stunning architecture like Marienplatz, and nearby Neuschwanstein Castle. Hamburg, a major port city with beautiful canals, the Elbphilharmonie Concert Hall, and a lively music scene. Cologne, home to the stunning Cologne Cathedral and a charming old town, also known for its lively carnival celebrations. Frankfurt, Germany's financial hub with a stunning skyline and a mix of modern and old-world charm. Scenic places and nature. Black Forest, a paradise for hikers and nature lovers with charming villages like Triberg. Romantic Road, a picturesque route passing through medieval towns like Rothenburg, Oberdorf. Rhine Valley, famous for its vineyard-covered hills and beautiful castles. Saxon, Switzerland National Park, a hiker's dream with breathtaking rock formations. German food and drinks to try. Bratwurst, traditional German sausage, often served with mustard. Pretzels, a delicious Bavarian snack. Schnitzel, breaded and fried meat, usually pork or veal. Currywurst, a Berlin street food staple with sausage and curry-flavored ketchup. Beer, try different varieties, especially in Munich and Cologne. Travel tips. Public transport. Germany has excellent trains, Deutsche Bahn, U-Bahn, subways and trams, making it easy to get around. Language. Many Germans speak English, but learning a few basic phrases in German is appreciated. Seasons. Summer is great for exploring, but winter markets make December magical. Hidden gems and unique experiences in Germany. If you're looking for something beyond the usual tourist spots, Germany has plenty of unique places to explore. Lesser-known cities and towns. Heidelberg, a romantic university town with a beautiful old castle and charming streets. Bamberg, a UNESCO-listed medieval town famous for its smoked beer and historic architecture. Lübeck, a stunning Hanseatic city with well-preserved medieval buildings and marzipan treats. Grillitz, often called Germany's prettiest town, it has incredible Baroque and Renaissance buildings. Freiburg, a gateway to the Black Forest, known for its eco-friendly vibe and scenic beauty. Unusual and cool attractions. Spreewald, a hidden nature paradise just outside Berlin, perfect for kayaking through small canals. Raketsbruck, Devil's Bridge, a magical, fairy tale-like stone bridge in Saxony. Wurzburg Residence, a breathtaking palace with some of the most beautiful frescoes in Europe. Blodhof, a deep blue spring in Baden-Württemberg that looks almost unreal. Tropical Islands Resort, a massive indoor tropical beach located inside an old airship hangar near Berlin. Seasonal experiences in Germany. Spring, March, May, ideal for sightseeing and enjoying cherry blossoms in places like Bonn. Summer, June, perfect for outdoor adventures, beer gardens, and lakes like Königssee. Autumn, September, November, great for wine regions like the Moselle Valley. And of course, October. Winter, December, February, visit Christmas markets in Nuremberg, Dresden, or Cologne, and enjoy skiing in the Bavarian Alps. Must-try German drinks. Glowing, a spiced mulled wine, especially popular during winter markets. Apfelschorle, a refreshing mix of apple juice and sparkling water. Radler, a mix of beer and lemonade, perfect for hot days. Jägermeister, a famous herbal liqueur. Riesling wine. Germany is known for its fantastic white wines, particularly from the Rhine region. Off-the-beaten-path adventures in Germany. Germany is packed with hidden gems and unique experiences beyond the famous landmarks. If you're looking for something different, check these out. Mysterious and unusual places. Berchtesgaden and Königssee, a stunning alpine lake with emerald green water and breathtaking mountain views. You can take a silent electric boat ride to the St. Bartholomew Church. Berg-Eltz, a dreamy medieval castle in the Moselle Valley that looks like it's straight out of a fairy tale. Velitz Heilstätten, an abandoned 19th-century hospital near Berlin, now with a treetop walkway offering a spooky but scenic experience. Externstein, a fascinating rock formation in North Rhine-Westphalia, often called Germany's Stonehenge. Teufelsberg, Devil's Mountain, a Cold War abandoned spy station in Berlin with incredible graffiti and panoramic city views. Unique German festivals beyond Oktoberfest. Carnival Cologne, Dusseldorf, Mainz, a crazy costume-filled celebration before Lent. February, March. Walpurgis, Neidharz, Mountains, April 30th, a spooky witch-themed festival with bonfires and celebrations. Reeperbahn Festival, Hamburg, September, a massive music festival in Germany's famous nightlife district. Christmas markets November-December, famous in cities like Nuremberg, Dresden, and Rothenburg. Obi der Tauber. Cannstatter Volksfest, Stuttgart. September-October, a less touristy alternative to Oktoberfest, but with the same fun atmosphere. Outdoor adventures and hiking spots. Saxon-Switzerland National Park. Known for its incredible rock formations and scenic hiking trails. Harz Mountains, a beautiful forested area with charming half-timber-bird villages and the famous Brocken Mountain. Lake Constance Bodensee, a gorgeous lake shared with Switzerland and Austria, great for cycling and water activities. Partnick Gorge Partnicklam, a stunning gorge near Garmisch-Partenkirchen with dramatic waterfalls and rock formations. Rügen Island, Germany's largest island with white chalk cliffs, beautiful beaches, and charming seaside resorts. German road trips for an epic journey. Romantic Road, a 350 kilometers route with medieval towns, castles, and vineyards. Castle Road, a journey through 70-plus castles from Mannheim to Prague. The German Fairy Tale Route, a route inspired by the Brothers Grimm, including Hamelin, Bremen, and Sleeping Beauty's castle. The Wine Route Deutsche Weinstraße, a scenic drive through Germany's best vineyards in the Palatinate region. Baltic Coast Road Trip, a drive along the northern coastline with stops in Lübeck, Rostock, and the island of Rügen. Weird and wonderful German foods to try. Handkäse mit Musik, a sour milk cheese with onions and vinegar, found in Hesse. Maultaschen like German ravioli. These are stuffed pasta pockets from Swabia. Grünsoße green sauce, a Frankfurt specialty made of 7 fresh herbs and sour cream. Labskaus, a northern German dish made with corned beef, potatoes, and beetroot, often served with herring. Diner kebab, not originally German, but Berlin has some of the best kebabs in the world. Ultimate Germany Travel Guide, even more hidden gems, and local experiences. Germany has so much to offer beyond its famous cities and landmarks. Here are more unique travel ideas to help you explore the country like a local. More hidden gems in Germany, lesser-known castles and palaces. Schloss Schwerin Castle, a fairy tale castle on an island, often called the Neuschwanstein of the North. Burg Hohenzollern, a stunning castle perched on a hilltop in Baden. Schloss Liechtenstein, a small but breathtaking castle sitting on the edge of a cliff. Schloss Drachenberg, a romantic castle near Bonn with gorgeous Rhine River views. Wernigerode Castle, a dramatic medieval castle in the Harz Mountains. Beautiful nature and outdoor spots. Eibsee, a crystal-clear alpine lake at the base of Germany's highest mountain Zugspitze. Garmisch-Partenkirchen, a picturesque Bavarian town with stunning mountain landscapes and hiking trails. Hallental Gorge Hallenteklam, a jaw-dropping canyon near Garmisch-Partenkirchen with waterfalls and tunnels. Baystay Bridge, a breathtaking rock formation with a stone bridge in Saxon-Switzerland National Park. Jasmine National Park Rügen Island, famous for its white chalk cliffs and untouched nature. Unique and scenic train rides in Germany. Zugspitze Railway, a scenic journey up to Germany's highest peak. Brocken Railway, a steam-powered train that winds through the Harz Mountains. Black Forest Railway, a beautiful train ride through tunnels, bridges, and dense forests. Moselle Valley Train, a peaceful journey along vineyards and the Moselle River. Rügen Island Train Resender Roland, a charming, old-fashioned steam train ride along the Baltic coast. Unique German cultural experiences. Quirky and unusual. Festivals. Kiel Week June, Kiel. One of the world's largest sailing festivals, with concerts and fireworks. Pumpkin Festival Ludwigsburg. September-November, the biggest pumpkin festival in the world, with giant sculptures made of pumpkins. Schützenfest Hanover, July, the world's largest marksman's festival, with a massive parade and fairground. Onion Market Weimar, October, a 350-year-old festival celebrating onions with onion cake and onion decorations. Wurstmarkt Bad Dürkheim, September, the world's largest wine festival, held in the heart of Germany's wine region. Foodie adventures in Germany. Asparagus season, April-June. Germans go crazy for spargel white asparagus and serve it with hollandaise sauce. Fischbrötchen in Hamburg, a must-try seafood sandwich from northern Germany. Beer Spa Bavaria. Relax in a beer-filled bathtub while sipping on fresh brews. Chocolate Museum Cologne. Learn about and taste some of the best chocolate in the world. Berlin Street Food Thursday, Markthal Noon, a foodie paradise with international street food. Offbeat and alternative travel ideas. Road trips for an unforgettable journey. The Alpine Road Deutsche Alpenstraße, a scenic drive through the Bavarian Alps. The German half-timber birdhouses route, a journey through fairy tale villages with beautiful medieval houses. The Toy Road Deutsche Spielzeugstraße, a nostalgic route through Germany's toy-making regions, perfect for families. The Greenbelt route, a cycling trail along the former east-west German border, full of history and nature. Unique stays and overnight experiences. Sleeping in a castle. Many castles in Germany offer overnight stays, like Burg Kulmberg in Bavaria. Treehouse hotels. Stay in a treehouse in the middle of the Black Forest. Floating house on the Baltic Sea. Rent a houseboat for a unique waterside experience. A night in a wine barrel. In Rhineland-Palatinate, you can stay inside a giant wine barrel. A real medieval monastery stay. Experience peace and history in places like Kloster Maria Loch. Travel tips for exploring Germany like a pro. Getting around Germany's €49 ticket, a cheap monthly ticket for unlimited regional travel across the country. Bike-friendly cities. Cities like Munster, Freiburg, and Berlin have fantastic cycling paths. Car-free islands. Visit places like Helgoland or Landshut for a totally traffic-free experience. Sleeper trains. Travel overnight between German cities or to Austria and Switzerland while you sleep. Smart travel hacks. Sunday closures. Most stores are closed on Sundays, so plan accordingly. Cash is still king. Many small businesses and restaurants prefer cash, so always have some euros on hand. Bring a reusable bottle. Germany has excellent tap water, and you can refill bottles at many public places. Learn basic German phrases. While many Germans speak English, knowing a few key phrases can go a long way. Hello, danke, thank you, wie viel, kostet das? How much does this cost? I'm beer. Bit 1 beer, please. Wo ist die Toilette? Where is the bathroom? Your perfect Germany itinerary, where to go based on your interests. If you love cities and culture, Berlin, modern history, nightlife, museums, Munich, Bavarian traditions, beer gardens, castles, Hamburg, waterfront, music scene, alternative culture, Cologne, Gothic cathedral, river cruises, fun nightlife. If you love nature and adventure, Bavarian Alps, mountain hikes, lakes, skiing, Black Forest, fairy tale villages, cuckoo clocks, scenic drives, Saxon Switzerland, unique rock formations, climbing, hiking, hearts, mountains, forests, witches, legends, medieval towns. If you love food and wine, Rhine Valley, beautiful vineyard landscapes, Riesling wine, Stuttgart Swabian cuisine, wine festivals, Bavaria hearty dishes, beer halls, pretzels, Northern Germany fresh seafood, fish sandwiches, local craft beer, secret and unusual places in Germany. Abandoned and mysterious locations. Belitz Heilstätten near Berlin. An eerie abandoned hospital with an epic treetop walkway. The Bunker Museum, Frauenwald Thuringia, a hidden Cold War nuclear bunker turned museum. Wunsdorf Brandenburg, an abandoned Soviet military town with underground tunnels. Humberg Shell, Saarland, a cave with prehistoric carvings, still largely unexplored. Leipzig's lost fairy tale park Coulter Park Plenterwald, an abandoned amusement park overgrown with nature. The dark side of Germany's history. Berg Frankenstein Darmstadt, the inspiration for Mary Shelley's Frankenstein novel. Vogelsung Nazi Training Camp, Eifel National Park, a haunting former Nazi elite training ground, now open for visitors. Berghof Bavaria, the remains of Hitler's mountain retreat, with eerie history and breathtaking views. Prora Rügen Island, a massive Nazi-built beach resort that was abandoned for decades. Epic adventures and adrenaline rushes in Germany. Extreme outdoor activities. Base jumping from Europobruck, one of the tallest bridges in Europe, only for real daredevils. Paragliding over the Zugspitze, fly over Germany's highest peak with insane views. Caving in the Swabian Jura, Blaudorf Cave, one of Europe's deepest underwater cave systems. Rappelling down the Hellentic Lamb Gorge, a thrilling mix of waterfalls, tunnels, and steep cliffs. Sledding at Oberhof Thuringia, ride a real Olympic bobsled with a professional driver. The ultimate driving experiences. Drive on the Autobahn with no speed limit. Rent a sports car and hit top speed legally. Mercedes-Benz and Porsche Museum Stuttgart, see some of the world's most legendary cars. Nürburgring Nordschleife, drive on the world's most challenging racetrack, known as the Green Hell. Berchtesgaden, Alpine Drive, a road trip with breathtaking turns through the Alps. Movie-like locations in Germany. Germany has served as the backdrop for some of the world's most famous movies. Here are a few places that feel straight out of Hollywood. Famous film locations. Neuschwanstein Castle, Bavaria. The inspiration for Disney's Cinderella Castle. Skischweiss, Saxon, Switzerland National Park. Featured in the Grand Budapest Hotel. Potsdam's Babelsberg Studios, Europe's oldest film studio, where Inglourious Basterds was shot. Hamburg's Speicherstadt, used in Captain America, Civil War, and James Bond. Tomorrow Never Dies. Rothenburg Obi der. This medieval town inspired Pinocchio and was used in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. More fun and quirky festivals in Germany. Bizarre and delicious food festivals. Spreewald Pickle Festival August Lubino, a celebration of Germany's best pickles. Cherry Festival June Guben, cherry-based food drinks and competitions. Sausage Week January, Thuringia, a week-long event dedicated to bratwurst in its home region. Beer Yoga Festival Berlin. Exactly what it sounds like, doing yoga while drinking beer. Kleisch Beer Festival Cologne. July, a celebration of the city's famous light beer. Crazy and unique cultural festivals. Wacken Open Air August, Schleswig-Holstein. The biggest heavy metal festival in the world. Walpurgisnacht April 30th, Harz Mountains. A spooky night where people dress as witches and dance around bonfires. Bavarian Horn Sled Races January, Garmisch, teams of 4 race traditional wooden sleds down a mountain. Kölner Lichter Cologne, July. One of Europe's most incredible fireworks shows, set to music. Medieval Christmas Market, December, Esslingen, a Christmas market where people dress in medieval costumes. Strange and mythical German legends to explore. Germany is packed with folklore, myths, and legendary locations. Mythical places to visit. The Brothers Grimm route. Travel through the real-life settings of Snow White, Cinderella, and more. The Black Forest's werewolf legends. Hike in the forest that inspired terrifying werewolf stories. The Devil's Table Teufelsstich, Rhineland-Palatinate, a bizarre rock formation tied to an old devil's tale. Lorelei Rock Rhine River, a mystical cliff, where a siren supposedly lured sailors to their doom. The Untersberg Mountain, Bavaria. Legend says Charlemagne is sleeping inside, waiting to return. Time travel. Old world Germany that still exists. Want to feel like you've stepped back in time? Visit these places where history is still alive. Medieval villages that feel frozen in time. Quedlinburg, a town with over 1,300 half-timber houses and a legendary castle. Dinkelsbühl, a perfectly preserved walled city from the 15th century. Meersburg, a lakeside town with an incredible medieval castle and vineyard views. Tübingen, a dreamy university town where people still use wooden punts on the river. Ancient Roman and Celtic ruins. Trier, the oldest city in Germany, filled with Roman ruins. Xanten, a Roman archaeological park with a fully reconstructed amphitheater. Celtic ring forts, Bavaria. Mysterious prehistoric hilltop fortresses with unknown origins. Germany travel pro tips, hidden hacks and insider info. Best ways to save money in Germany. Refill your water bottle. Tap water is free and safe in most places. Eat at a Bäckerei bakery for cheap meals. German bakeries sell delicious and affordable sandwiches. Supermarkets sell beer and wine cheap. Get a good bottle of wine for under €5. Mittagstisch deals, lunch specials. Many restaurants offer discounted lunches. Go to museums on free admission days. Some museums have free entry on the first Sunday of the month. Offbeat and eco-friendly travel tips. Stay at a bio hotel. These eco-friendly hotels use organic food and sustainable energy. Use BlaBlaCar for cheap rides, a carpooling app that connects travelers with drivers heading to the same destination. Join a beer garden Stammtisch. Many beer gardens have communal tables where you can chat with locals. Hidden bars, speakeasies, and secret nightlife in Germany. Germany's nightlife is legendary, but beyond the well-known clubs, there are hidden bars and speakeasies that only insiders know about. Hidden bars and speakeasies. Buck and Breck, Berlin. A tiny bar hidden behind an unmarked door near Rosenthaler Platz, serving world-class cocktails. Linny 72, Munich. A speakeasy inside a laundromat. You'll need a password to enter. The Tiny Cup, Frankfurt. A hole-in-the-wall bar with some of the best experimental drinks in Germany. The Attic Bar, Hamburg. Hidden in a back alley, this moody cocktail spot is where Hamburg's elite hang out. Jigger and Spoon, Stuttgart, located inside a former bank vault, with classic and creative cocktail, underground and secret party scenes. Sisyphos, Berlin, a massive outdoor club with an old industrial vibe, bonfires, and sandy beaches. Ubel and Gefgrillich, Hamburg, a nightclub inside a World War II bunker with insane acoustics. Harry Klein Munich, one of the city's best underground electronic music spots. Distillery Leipzig, the oldest techno club in Eastern Germany, still going strong. Hidden house boot parties Berlin and Hamburg. Rent a floating party boat for an unforgettable night on the water. Haunted and paranormal adventures in Germany. Germany is full of haunted castles, eerie villages, and ghost tours. Ready for a spooky adventure? Most haunted places in Germany. Wolfsegg Castle, Bavaria, said to be haunted by a woman in white who mysteriously vanished centuries ago. Hohenzollern Castle, Baden-Württemberg, a stunning castle where visitors report strange whispers and ghostly figures. The Spree Park, Berlin, an abandoned amusement park where people hear phantom laughter from the rusting Ferris wheel. Frankenstein Castle, Darmstadt, the real Frankenstein Castle, where experiments with lightning supposedly took place. Wunsdorf's Bunker City, Brandenburg, a massive ghost town of Soviet-era bunkers, completely abandoned. Creepy and mysterious tours. The Dark Side of Berlin Tour. Explore the haunted streets and dark history of Berlin. Heidelberg Ghost Walks, a spooky nighttime tour through this medieval city. Munich's secret underground tunnels, hidden catacombs and escape tunnels from World War II. Nuremberg Executioners Tour. Learn about medieval punishment and witch trials. Black Forest Cursed Legends Tour. Hear stories about witches, werewolves, and lost spirits. Germany's best underground adventures. Germany has an entire world beneath the surface, with caves, World War II bunkers, and forgotten tunnels waiting to be explored. Hidden underground sites. Berliner Unterwelten, a tour through Berlin's forgotten World War II bunkers and escape tunnels. The Wieleczka Salt Mine, Saxony, a surreal underground salt cathedral. The Barbarossa Cave, Thuringia, a massive underground cavern tied to the legend of Emperor Barbarossa. Schoenslin Mining Museum, Black Forest, a deep dive into one of Germany's most historic silver mines. The Stasi Prison, Berlin, a chilling underground prison used by East Germany's secret police. Hidden World War II and Cold War sites. Honecker's Secret Bunker, Shorefied, East Germany's top secret nuclear bunker, finally open to visitors. The Eagle's Nest, Bavaria, Hitler's mountaintop retreat, with breathtaking but eerie views. Soviet Bunker 5001, the remains of the biggest Soviet bunker outside Russia. Dachau, Concentration Camp Memorial, a sobering and powerful visit to Germany's first concentration camp. Winter Wonderland, Germany's best cold weather escapes. Winter in Germany is magical. From snowy mountain villages to Christmas markets and frozen lakes, here's how to experience the season like a local. The best snowy getaways. Garmisch-Partenkirchen, Germany's most famous ski and snowboarding destination. Berchtesgaden in Königssee, a frozen lake surrounded by towering mountains, pure winter magic. Harz Mountains, a fairy tale winter escape, complete with old steam trains through snowy forests. Oktoberfest Alps, home to cozy wooden chalets, great skiing, and legendary winter hikes. Saxon Switzerland, epic snow-covered rock formations, straight out of a fantasy movie. The best Christmas markets. Rothenburg Obi der Tauber, the most storybook Christmas market, held in a medieval village. Nuremberg Christkindlesmarkt, one of Germany's oldest and most famous Christmas markets. Dresden Striezelmarkt, the oldest Christmas market in Germany, dating back to 1434. Cologne Christmas Market, held under the massive Cologne Cathedral, with a beautiful atmosphere. Munich's Tollwood Festival, a Christmas market mixed with a huge cultural festival. Unique winter activities. Ice swimming in Bavaria. Join the locals for a dip in a frozen lake if you dare. Snowshoeing in the Black Forest. Explore snowy trails where the Brothers Grimm fairy tales were born. Ride a husky sleigh, Thuringia, Germany's only husky sledding experience. Visit an ice cave, Berchtesgaden, a glowing blue underground ice cavern. Fire and Ice Festival, Bad Hinlung, a torchlit winter parade in the Alps. Germany travel cheat sheet, local hacks and insider tips. Public transport hacks. Use the €49 Deutschland ticket, unlimited train travel across the country. Flixbus for cheap rides, a budget-friendly bus network covering all of Germany. Bicycles are king. Cities like Munster and Freiburg are bicycle paradises. Rent one. Regional day tickets. Each German state has a cheap unlimited one-day train pass. Foodie pro tips. Diner kebab is the ultimate street food. Berlin's diner is the best in the world. Spätzle is Bavaria's mac and cheese, a must-try cheesy pasta dish. Currywurst is a Berlin classic, a sausage topped with curry ketchup. Try Brezen in Munich, the ultimate Bavarian pretzel snack. Next level Germany, once in a lifetime experiences. Sleep in the most unique and crazy accommodations. Why stay in a regular hotel when you can stay in a castle Schloss Elmo, Bavaria? Feel like royalty in this stunning alpine retreat. A lighthouse hotel Bism. Sleep inside a real seaside lighthouse. A treehouse hotel Baumhaus Schotel Solling, Lower Saxony. Live in the trees with epic forest views. An old prison Alcatraz hotel. Kaisers. Sleep in a former jail cell, but way more comfortable. An underwater room resort St. Leonhard, Lake Constance. A floating hotel room where you wake up surrounded by fish. A wine barrel hotel Sasbo Kelden Black Forest. Sleep inside a giant wooden wine barrel. VIP and exclusive experiences. Ever wanted to do something most tourists never get to do? Check these out. Helicopter flight over Neuschwanstein Castle. Get an unbeatable aerial view of Germany's most famous castle. Hunt for truffles in the Black Forest. Join a truffle expert and their trained dogs to find hidden gourmet treasures. Private gondola ride in Bamberg. This medieval town is called Little Venice, for a reason. Drive a Formula 1 car on the Hockenheim Ring. Race like Schumacher on a real F1 track. Falconry experience at a medieval castle. Hold and fly a real hunting falcon at a German fortress. Germany's strangest and most bizarre attractions. The weirdest museums. Germany has a museum for literally everything. The German Sausage Museum, Thuringia. All about bratwurst, with a giant sausage statue outside. The Museum of Failed Inventions Berlin. A tribute to hilariously bad inventions, like the cat washing machine. The Coffin Museum Niederrhein, a deep dive into death culture and coffin design. The Museum of Snoring Alfeld, everything about the science of snoring, yes, really. The Spaghetti Ice Cream Museum Mannheim, dedicated to Germany's favorite fake pasta dessert. Odd and unusual landmarks. Upside Down House, Usedom Island, a house completely flipped on its roof. The world's largest cuckoo clock Triberg, Black Forest. It actually works. The Devil's Bridge Rackets, Bruck, Saxony. A fairy tale-like stone bridge that makes a perfect circle in the water. Konstofeisa, Singing Drain Pipes Dresden. A building where rain plays music. The Giant Rolling Ball Clock Bavaria, a crazy kinetic clock with marbles instead of hands. Mythical, magical, and supernatural experiences. Enchanted forests and fairy tale locations. The Witch's Trail, Harz Mountains. A spooky hike through forests filled with myths and legends. The Tree of 1,000 Ghosts, Island Reed Forest. Said to be haunted by ancient spirits. The Unicorn Cave Harz, a prehistoric cave where unicorn fossils were discovered. They were actually woolly mammoth bones. The Sleeping Beauty Castle Sabeberg, Hesse, the real-life castle of Sleeping Beauty, where you can even stay overnight. Paranormal and supernatural. The Exorcist's House Worms, a medieval house where exorcisms were once performed. The Devil's Table PFLTs, a rock formation said to have been flipped over by the devil himself. The Talking Cat of Cologne, a legend about a demon cat that could talk and predict the future. The Werewolves of Bedburg, a real historical case where villagers believed a nobleman was a werewolf. Extreme pirate and Viking adventures in Germany. Live like a medieval warrior. Stay overnight in a castle dungeon. Sleep in an actual medieval prison cell with modern comfort, of course. Sword fighting lessons, Bavaria. Learn how to wield a real medieval sword with expert trainers. Viking ship ride on the Baltic Sea. Sail on a real Viking-style boat in Schleswig-Holstein. German Pirate Festival, use dem. Dress like a pirate and relive real pirate battles. Gladiator Camp Xanten. Train like a Roman gladiator in an ancient Roman city. Germany's alien and UFO hotspots. Germany has some of the strangest UFO sightings in Europe. Here's where to look for the unexplained. The Hessdalen Lights Sauerland, mysterious glowing orbs that appear in the sky. The Black Forest UFO crash 1989, a supposed UFO crash site covered up by the government. The Naumburg crop circles, unexplained crop formations that appear overnight. The Exnerstein Rocks, North Rhine-Westphalia, an ancient site believed to be a portal to another dimension. Germany's greatest lost treasures and hidden gold. Germany is full of lost treasure stories, and some of them haven't been found yet. Real-life hidden treasures. Nazi gold train Lower Silesia, a train filled with gold that disappeared in World War II. The Amber Room somewhere in Germany, a legendary gold-covered chamber stolen by the Nazis and never seen again. The Nibelung treasure Rhineland, a Viking hoard hidden somewhere along the Rhine River. The lost crown jewels of Hanover, priceless jewels stolen and never recovered. Germany ultimate bucket list. The top 5 things to do before you die. 1. Party at Berlin's Berghain, the world's most legendary techno club if you can get in. 2. Kayak, the hidden waterways of Spreewald, a fairy tale-like network of canals near Berlin. 3. Race a supercar on the Nürburgring Drive at insane speeds on the world's most dangerous racetrack. 4. Visit Rothenburg at Christmas, the most magical Christmas town in the world. 5. Explore Germany's hidden bunkers and secret tunnels. Step into history's biggest mysteries. Forbidden, hidden, and off-limits places in Germany. Germany has places that are off-limits, guarded, or just too eerie for regular tourists. But if you're daring enough, here's what to explore. The forbidden places of Germany. Belitz Heilstätte in Brandenburg, a massive abandoned hospital where Hitler was treated. Now, it's covered in ivy and full of ghostly ruins. Wunsdorf Soviet ghost town Brandenburg, a top-secret Soviet military city, completely abandoned since the Cold War, still filled with propaganda posters and bunkers. El Dorado Village, Bavaria, a fake Wild West town built for a movie but abandoned overnight. It still has saloon doors swinging in the wind. The hidden Nazi tunnel system, Thuringia, secret underground tunnels, where the Nazis tried to build a wonder weapon. Off-limits to the public, but some tours sneak in. The Magnetic Hill Saarland, a strange road where your car rolls uphill by itself. Scientists still can't fully explain it. Germany's underground cities and secret tunnels. The underground city of Naumburg, a maze of tunnels under the city, used for centuries as escape routes. The World War II bunkers of Hamburg. Hidden Nazi bunkers, some still filled with wartime graffiti and secret passages. The hidden spy tunnels of Berlin. Used by Cold War spies to sneak between East and West Berlin. The forgotten subway station Dusseldorf, a half-built abandoned subway station, a real-life ghost train stop. Erfurt's Barvorkrypt, a mystical underground crypt that monks used for secret ceremonies. Extreme and insane adventures in Germany. Are you an adrenaline junkie? Germany has some of the wildest experiences on Earth. Most extreme outdoor adventures. Climb the Externstein rock formations, North Rhine-Westphalia, Germany's mystical Stonehenge, with insane vertical cliffs to climb. Sleep in a hanging tent, Bavaria. Spend the night dangling from a tree in a hanging tent in the Alps. Whitewater rafting in the Isar River, Bavaria. Wild rapids through stunning canyons. Skydive over the Alps, Garmisch. Jump from a plane at 15,000 feet with the Alps below you. Ride the world's steepest cable car Baden-Württemberg to 100% vertical climb up a mountain wall. Most extreme speed and driving experiences. Drive on the Autobahn with no speed limit. Rent a Porsche or Lamborghini and go as fast as you want. Doctor, drive a tank, Saxony. Yes, you can drive a real World War II tank through the mud. Race a supercar at Nürburgring, one of the world's deadliest racetracks. Can you handle it? Hovercraft racing on the Elbe River. Race hovercrafts across the water at insane speeds. Wild winter adventures. Ice climbing in Berchtesgaden. Climb frozen waterfalls in the Alps. Fat biking in the Black Forest. Ride an all-terrain bike on snow-covered trails. Snow surfing, Bavaria. Surf down a snowy mountain on a special snowboard. Paragliding over the Alps in winter. The coldest, craziest flight you'll ever take. Lost villages, abandoned islands, and hidden towns. Germany has mysterious places that few people even know exist. The secret islands of Germany. Landjug Island, a car-free island with wild horses running free. Helgoland Island, a tiny offshore island where red cliffs rise from the sea, looks like Mars. Halag Islands, a group of floating villages that disappear underwater during storms. Vilm Island, Baltic Sea, a forbidden island that was used as a secret retreat for East German leaders. Abandoned villages and ghost towns. Leipzig's deserted amusement park, a creepy, decaying theme park, with a rusting Ferris wheel still turning in the wind. The flooded villages of Edessy. When the water levels drop, you can see an entire sunken village rise from the lake. Wistong Forest Town, Hesse, a lost medieval village swallowed by the forest. The abandoned church of Immerrath, a ghostly church that stands alone in an empty village. Germany's most insane and wild festivals. The craziest festivals in Germany. The Fireball Festival, Lugde festival where people swing massive balls of fire through the air. The Krampus Parade, Bavaria, a terrifying Christmas festival where demon-like creatures roam the streets. The Wicker Man Burning Hearts Mountains, a pagan festival where a giant wooden figure is set on fire. The Witches' Dance Valpurgis Night, Hearts, a massive witches' party on a mountaintop. The world's strangest beard contest hence ends a competition for the wildest and weirdest facial hair. Beyond Oktoberfest, insane beer and food festivals. The Pretzel Festival Baden-Württemberg, an entire festival just for pretzels. The Strong Beer Festival Munich, even stronger than Oktoberfest beers up to 14% alcohol. The Wild Boar Feast Saxony-Anhalt, a medieval-style feast with wild boar and mead. The Apple Wine Festival Frankfurt. Try the weirdest apple ciders in Germany. The Mushroom Festival Thuringia, a hunt for rare and magical mushrooms in the forest.